people tell kids, "Oh, just try your best," but they don't really mean that.
What do you mean? Is this about to get very sad?
No, but like if you don't win the game and you don't get the best in the test, your parents are going to be disappointed. So when they say try your best, they don't really mean it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. Like they'll say stuff like it's about participation, not the winning, but that no one means that.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
God, you had a very grim childhood. Jesus. Dead Space is loading, everybody. You can play this for
I
a little
didn't
bit.
say anything about my childhood.
I know, but it's just sad.
What, so your parents didn't care? You said your parents could pressure about exams and stuff.
A little bit, I guess.
Well, I know, like, when people say, oh, it's about participation and it doesn't matter if you lose, like, it's a big deal to win. Like, isn't it sort of a lie to say don't lose?
Yeah, who cares?
Because, like, yeah, I know you don't care. I know what people who do
I'm very
care.
unambitious.
Like, you know, if you've ever watched football, it can be really sad at football if it's a big match, like, I don't know, the Premiership or the World Cup, and the side that loses will sob. And you know, these are like men and all the stereotypes about men not crying. They'll roll around on the floor, they'll sob their hearts out.
At the end of the day, they just wanted it more, I guess.
They do say that a lot.
At the end of the day, it's a game of two halves, isn't it? And we just didn't try. Our defence fell apart in one of the halves.
No one says it's about participation when it comes to exams. No, but they do say try your best, and what they really mean is don't fucking fail. What if your best just isn't good enough? What if you try
like that one episode of The Simpsons?
Oh god, that broke my heart.
The one I can't watch anymore because it makes me cry.
Well, I could. Okay, look, I'll say one more thing and then I'll get off the sad stuff. As someone who has dyscalculia and dyspraxia, I did try my best in maths tests and language tests and sports, and I always lost. So I can relate to Bart, because sometimes you try your best and it isn't good enough, and that's something we don't talk about.
When you try your best and you don't succeed.
Yeah. Oh, that bit in The Simpsons. I tried my best. Oh god, when he says I tried my best and I still failed. I bawled, I think. I just bawled my ass out. See, you said earlier that season 1 of Simpsons isn't good. It had some really sad episodes.
That's it, I think.
What
Series
about the
1
one
Simpsons.
with the teacher, Lisa and the teacher? Oh, that made me cry.
What,
too.
You Are Lisa Simpson
Oh,
or
that
whatever?
made me cry too. After all the talk of Barbie and Armstrong,
finally something wholesome, stomping on undead.
I think I've depressed everyone. I've depressed myself. I'm depressed now.
Was that Coldplay that I was just singing? I don't know which song it was.
That song makes me cry too.
Oh, of course it does. Coldplay of all songs. Like, you said you quite liked Robbie Williams recently, didn't you?
Oh, when I was younger.
And Nickelback. It was a Coldplay thing.
The worst is when you know your best is good enough, but the testing method fucks you up. Bottleneck to your actual ability.
This is going out to everybody with ADHD.
I have never felt like my best was good enough.
Oh my god, Emma. Chris Martin still existing makes me cry too.
It wasn't the song that made me cry. It was that terrible show Glee. I did like...
Oh, Emma, don't say you cried at Glee.
What happened?
We're on a thread.
I was very small.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was... Actually, no, I was probably 17.
Mm-hmm.
Like... The teacher, his girlfriend has OCD.
Is it the hot teacher from Glee?
Are you talking about the man?
No. There's like a hot mean teacher in Glee.
No. He's the coach.
Oh, okay.
The teacher in Glee who like is in charge of the choir or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
He has a girlfriend who's the counsellor at the school who has OCD, and she's going through really bad symptoms, and then he like sings a song to her because it's like he's going to try and fix it. It made me cry because at that point in time I wasn't getting any therapy or medicine for OCD. Oh god, I've really depressed myself.
Oh Christ! Oof!
I'm depressed.
Oof! Is Chris Martin dating Dakota
What
Johnson?
did you just say to me?
I said oof. I said oof.
I've depressed myself now. I've depressed myself.
Go have hot chocolate.
Because, I thought that I didn't, my parents kind of were like, oh, therapy is just for wimps.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of...
Jesus Christ.
So I kind of thought,
Again, every childhood story from Emma is like this.
I kind of like always felt bad I couldn't fix my OCD myself. Okay, enough the sad stuff, enough.
Every story is like her looking out of a rainy window going, oh.
I wish
love you.
I wish it was as poetic as that.
I was thinking the teacher was Mark Maron, but that's Glow.
Oh,
Glow is really good.
Glow is a good show. That has problems.
Yeah, but I really like Glow. Is Chris Martin dating Dakota Johnson? Possibly?
Yeah, he
was
is.
dating Gwyneth Paltrow at one point.
No, he was married to her.
Oh, right.
Don't you remember Unconscious on whatever it was. No, he is dating Dakota
He
Johnson.
loves Nepo babies, he does.
Dakota Johnson is Tippi Hedren's granddaughter. Melanie,
Oh, yeah, you told me about this recently.
And Melanie Griffin and Don Johnson's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, really? Don Johnson?
Well, her name is Johnson.
Yeah, but that's a very common name. I just assumed. But no, everyone in Hollywood is related to someone else.
Tippi Hedren is still going strong in her 90s.
Yeah, but isn't she, like, bizarrely right-wing and weird?
Apparently she said she was misquoted.
Yeah, that's what Kate Bush said as well when she was praising Thatcher and Cameron.
No,
and
it wasn't Thatcher. It was Theresa May.
Yeah, it was Theresa May.
She said I was misquoted.
Gwyneth also an Nepo baby? Yes.
Oh yeah,
we
her
watched,
mum and her dad.
We watched an episode of Columbo with her mum in it and was like, oh, she's really good. But she looks creepily like Gwyneth Paltrow.
And her dad's someone famous too, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Who's her dad?
I don't remember.
Gwyneth Paltrow's dad? Is he a director or something?
I don't know.
I've only been introduced to Dakota Johnson through Madam Web.
She seems a nightmare. I've seen her in one thing.
Bad Times at the El Royale?
I think she was really good in Bad Times at the El Royale, which is a pretty good movie. Not amazing, but pretty good.
My mom tried to make me watch the 50 Shades of Grey
Yeah, she's
movies.
also in 50 Shades of Grey.
And I said no. I said, Mom, I'm not watching. It really frightened me when my mom said this is a beautiful love story.
Oh no!
I was like,
again.
I was like, Mom, it's not just my mom. Loads of middle-aged women say that. I'm like, Mom, he rapes her. No, he doesn't.
If she was in D&D, she'd be Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's made me more depressed.
Right. Am I meant to activate the enzymes? What the fuck were we doing in
I'm
this
sorry
game?
for making everyone sad.
You have not made anyone sad. Synthesizing enzyme.
Liquid nitrogen replenished.
I don't know what we're synthesizing here with these enzymes. I don't remember what we were doing. It's been a couple of weeks since I played. We've got enzymes now. We can digest the babies.
Do not ingest.
That's what enzymes do, yeah? I'm thinking back to...
She said don't ingest. The little robot voice said don't ingest.
I know, but it might be like we inject it into our tummies and it helps us digest babies. Because that's what enzymes do, they like break down stuff.
Please retrieve enzymes.
Way too many people I know were posting on Facebook how beautiful 50 Shades of Grey was.
Oh, that's very grim. That's very sad. Where's the workstation that I need to get this from? Also, it's locking me out of saving, which is very frightening.
Dakota Johnson is annoying.
There we go.
Dakota Johnson is annoying. She's friends with Shia LaBeouf. I do like when she called out Ellen DeGeneres in her show. That was very funny.
They must have been trying to kill whatever's in food storage.
It is to digest some babies. Probably some plant babies. Some poison ivy babies.
I remember I had younger friends reading it at the same time, and I was feeling sorry.
I feel like that is for Gen Xers, that book. It disturbs me that young people would read that.
Young people read Twilight, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe not young people now, but when I was a teenager, all the girls in my class were obsessed with Twilight.
That's still... Twilight's creepy as fuck. It's still less creepy than 50 Shades.
In some ways it's not. Like, you've got the fella, the werewolf who's in love with the baby.
That is so fucked. I love that.
And he has
so
no
much.
choice. It's like, this is just destiny that went as soon as she's of age, you will fuck her. You were in love with her mom.
It makes some horrible little dog babies.
You were only in love with the mom because you knew that one day she would have this child.
Mm-hmm. It's a fanfic of Twilight and Secretary. I think I talked about this in my latest YouTube video. That isn't a fanfic of Twilight.
Secretary, the Maggie Gyllenhaal movie.
Mm-hmm. 50 Shades stemmed from Twilight fanfic. Yep. She wrote some Twilight fanfic and some stuff from Secretary as well. And
was she really badly misunderstood BDSM?
And it got famous, and then she aged everybody up and
made them not vampires.
Yeah, it's like no, sexy billionaire instead.
Well, there's like so many things that are annoying about 50 Shades of Grey.
Mm-hmm.
It's clearly an abusive relationship where there's no consent, but it's played as romance, and she saves him and makes him better, which is a terrible thing to tell women. It gets BDSM horribly wrong and stigmatizes that community. It's badly written. It makes no sense, and like And it's kind of, it's so conventional. As in, like, I remember people saying, why can't you just write a book about a woman having lots of sex? Why does it have to be, oh, they fall in love, and oh, they get married, and oh, they have children? Why can't it just be, we're having mad passion? You know what I mean? It's so conventional, and it's so...
Because that's what women want.
Well, clearly they do, because they bought it in the millions.
Mel Gibson told me in that movie what women want.
Well, clearly they do want it, because they bought it in their millions.
I prefer Rocky Flintstone. I listened to the first series of that podcast, and I thought it was very funny. But I never listened to any more, because I sort of got the vibe. And this is slender.
You can walk
this is slender, what I'm about to say. I might be sued by the producers of this podcast.
Oh, dear.
I feel like they must have faked it. Because I believe the sincerity of that first book. But then when he kept writing more, and they kept doing series of the podcast, I was like, now it just feels like an intentional parody. Like, surely this isn't real now. And so it really turned me off.
I feel like nearly all BDSM movies get it wrong.
No. Go back. There's no way into food storage.
Oh, you're alive.
Even if there was, the Leviathan would devour you.
The Leviathan?
Cross, right?
What?
This Leviathan. Is that what's poisoning the
Doesn't
air?
that mean whale?
The
It
air.
means like sea
A team,
beast.
it's destroyed everything.
Yeah, they used to call...
Like giant sea
They
guy.
used to call whales that, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think also krakens and stuff.
Krakens aren't real. Whales are.
Never came
Thank
back.
you.
I've got some of that enzyme here.
I suppose a whale does look a bit like a sea monster, really. It's too big.
You're a big sperm whale with his big old chompy teeth.
Oh, lots of whales. Like, I saw a video of a whale jumping over next to this boat. Oh my god, can you imagine if it happened?
It's risky.
And blue whales are terrifying.
Riskier
So
than running out
gentle,
of
but
air.
they're fucking huge.
Oh, I love them. They're ents of the sea.
They're very gentle,
I love
but the
whales.
size of them, terrible.
Oh, it's a little lump boy.
They're all connected to the Leviathan, breathing out its toxins.
Hi.
That connection goes both ways.
Whales never known as a
Oh, that's
fire.
bisexual.
So if I get to your team
What's
and inject
bisexual?
them,
The enzyme
You just said the
will be
Leviathan
right
goes
into the
both
Leviathan's
ways.
heart.
No, I didn't.
No, she
Bind
did.
Did she?
Yeah.
We
It's a
search
little bisexual monster.
No, she said it's connected to the thing.
and there's
Yeah, she said it goes both ways. It's a little bisexual beast.
Whales never known as Leviathan. But it shows how intense his love is for her. No, you do not ignore the safe word. Exactly.
I've read one passage of 50 Shades of Grey. I was at a friend's house helping him paint.
And his mom had the book.
His sister had the book.
Oh god.
And left it open on a table. And I went, oh, what's all the fuss about? I picked it up, knowing it was going to be bad.
It's not even sexy.
I opened it to
It's
a
not even
random
sexy.
page. Maybe it fell open because it had been reread or something. But I opened a random page and just read for about 2 minutes. And it was a
What?
scene where...
What? This is why we get nothing. You can walk as you talk.
It was a scene where the guy, Mr. Grey or whatever,
Christian
Grey,
Grey.
came up behind the main woman
Anastasia Steele.
while she was on her period.
Oh no, not that scene.
And tore out her tampon and went, you don't need this. And then just had sex with her against the sink.
He raped her.
And I was like, oof, that's bad. I didn't like this. I'm going to put this down. It wasn't as funny as I thought it would be. It was just gross and horrible.
Yeah, he does. He actually rapes her.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, she's like, "Oh, it's okay because I enjoyed it in the end." You know,
It was like, my inner goddess did scream in pleasure, so it was fine.
if you enjoy it, it doesn't matter if you pulled it out, ignored you saying no, and held you down.
Yeah.
It's like, oh dear, sweetheart.
Oh, no.
No, sweetheart, no.
She was fine. They got married in the end.
And had children.
Mm-hmm. Horrible little billionaire babies.
Yeah, he's also a billionaire, does that too. But he never actually told, I think, what he does for a living.
Oh, I don't think so. It's just business. Business. Unless it's through memes or email, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't remember saying this. I've written a quote down wrong. It's astounding to me that anybody has written any of these down.
Yeah, my mother was all like, it's such a great romance. And I'd be like, well, what about all the abusive things he does? And she's like, he's just damaged.
Oh my god. I think that says a lot about your family.
A lot of women said that about the book. It wasn't just my mum. Like,
Oh,
a lot of
women
women
have
said
rage.
that. Well, that's such a common theme, is it not?
Mhm.
That, you know, this sort of perception that if there's a man that's...
You can fix him.
Not only that, but it's okay if he's an asshole if he's sad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's just sad.
And it also helps
He's
if
little
he's,
sad
it also
eyes.
helps if he's good looking.
Past lives.
It also helps if he's good looking, cis, white and rich.
Mm-hmm.
That is another factor. But like, you know, it's like, oh, it's okay if he's an asshole because, you know, he had a sad childhood. And you can save him. All he needs is the love of a good woman and he will be saved.
I mean, isn't that true?
No.
You saved me.
Why, were you an asshole before I met you?
Yeah, more of one, definitely. I mean, look, shouldn't have made me a better person if you didn't want to beat the stereotype. Activate workbench, please. I just got an upgrade for my weird little Rip boy. Ripper upgrade graph extended. A new special ability is available. Do I have any nodes? I have so many nodes!
But it is a weird thing because women do buy these books and women do write these books.
Mm-hmm.
So what is all that about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that TV series You? I've never watched it, but I've heard of it. And the guy like plays the serial killer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The actor's Penn Bradley, he's all like saying, women, stop sending me fan mail. The character's evil. He's not meant to be. So, and you know, like Ted Bundy got so much like fan mail saying, I want to have sex with you and have your babies. And someone did have sex with him and have his baby.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, what's all that about? Like,
pretty bad.
Like, you know, like, is it something, is it nature or nurture?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's frightening.
Mm-hmm. More damage for this
Because
one.
they know these things and they still want it anyway. Like, I can kind of get it, it wouldn't be for me, but I can kind of get it as being like some sort of sex fantasy in your head. Like a game. But they're like, no, I want to marry you and I want to have your babies. You know, what the hell is all that about? That's, like, frightening.
It's just a breeding kink.
Do you think so?
I don't know. Whoa, no, slime! Okay, we're safe.
Like, you know, we're in
Well,
2024. It's not like we're still in the 50s. I don't know why women are still doing it. I want to marry Ted Bundy. Someone did marry Ted Bundy.
Yeah, that happened!
That happened.
Did she, like, did he,
And-
like, send her his cum, or did they get to, like, have sex?
I don't think he was entitled to conjugal visits because rapists usually aren't, I don't think.
So he sent, like, a
No,
like a
what
damp
happened
envelope.
was, if you really want to know, he bribed the guards.
Okay.
So yes, they married, he bribed the guards to let them have sex in his prison cell, and they had a daughter.
Oh.
Like, men make these rom-coms about girls, these ideas of romanticizing abuse, and then they grow up and some people never process it and still romanticize it. I think because women are so sexually oppressed, hitting on someone like Ted Bundy gives them a sense of control. Yeah, I can get that, yeah.
Damp envelope, sorry. How else would you do it?
No, they actually did do it.
I know, but I'm saying if he wasn't, if they had kept to the rules, he would have had to send a sort of goofy letter. Oh, fuck off. I forgot there was boys in this game for a second. We lived through a blissful 10 minutes where I didn't have to
In
do
fairness, I suppose we should be fair to this terrible woman. She believed that he was innocent, despite, you know, the masses of evidence.
Oh, was
and-
she one of those religios who was like, porn made him do it?
No, she didn't believe he did it at all.
How?
She didn't believe he murdered or kidnapped or raped anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, he didn't admit to it for years. She was all like, I think in fairness to her, when he did admit to it, she divorced him.
Yeah.
But, like,
Oh, that's nice.
and she wouldn't let him see the daughter. And she wasn't there on his execution day. So in fairness to her. But, like, the reason I'm still mad at her is that the evidence was so obvious that he'd done it. Like, the forensic evidence, the DNA evidence. I won't tell you, go look it up if you really want to know. It was obvious he'd done it.
Oh, we were talking about true crime earlier. The amount of Ted Bundy things I've had to listen to.
I've never made you listen to Bundy things.
Just sort of you telling me about them is what I mean, not podcast.
As Zara said, in a different sense, reading about true crime as a woman is to get back a sense of control. It's easy for you because, apart from like Jeffrey Dahmer and Gacy, you're usually not the victims of these things. Are you listening to me?
Not really, I got too spooked. Simply too spooked for a second.
That's
There you
true too, Silas.
Oh, it's a baby.
That's true.
You're not a baby.
That's true with like, it makes sense that you have these sort of toxic things in reading. Why do people, like, you know, try and do it real life? You see, Zara agrees with me. And I've not told you loads of stuff about Ted Bundy. What stuff have I told you about Ted Bundy? You told me
literally everything I know about Ted Bundy.
I don't know everything about Ted Bundy.
I know, but I totally lost about it.
I have. I am not. You make it sound like I just tie you up before you do some serious. I have not. He's being so unfair to me.
Oh, kill the fucking babies! Thank you. Jesus Christ, that was annoying. Oh, good, there's more.
I think that's
I'm running out of ammo.
I think that's another thing, though. I think it is lasting class and race. Because if Ted Bundy hadn't been a good-looking white man, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, he was good-looking. He wasn't as good-looking as people say. Like, he wasn't movie star good-looking, but he was good-looking. So, if he hadn't been good-looking...
Oh my god, I'm getting goons so fucking badly. Hang on.
Like, did you know apparently in rape cases, the better looking the man is, the less likely he is to be convicted. The less likely he is to be convicted, the better looking he is.
How do I heal in this game? I can't remember. Is it F? It is F, but I'm out. Oh no.
And if his defense attorney can prove at all that the woman is promiscuous in any way, he's very unlikely to be convicted. Depends on what you define promiscuous as.
Oh, help. I like listening to you argue while you're murdering zombies.
See, this is why women worry about true crime, because it affects our lives. There you go, then.
Drop or sell items, fuck off. I have barely anything, I thought. Where's all of this so-called stuff?
Like, every woman I know phones you and says, did you get home safely? You've never had to do that.
No, I haven't.
There you go. Or every woman I know has been sexually harassed in some way by a guy. Like,
I'm going back to sell. No, the shop's so far away.
There's a reason we are obsessed with true crime, because it impacts us. So there you go.
I just also don't like
The true crime can be very sleazy and exploitative.
Yes.
It can be. I agree with you there. But being interested in something, I don't like you mocking me just for being interested in it. That's bad. I like a man with a good body count. A few years from now, she was such a nice person, we didn't have any idea. Well, she did talk about Ted Bundy a lot, and she was very opinionated about movies. I'm so offended.
I love you.
I love you too.
I can go in here, the West Seedling Room. Is that where I'm meant to go? I need more stuff. I need so much more stuff.
Am I opinionated about
Christ.
movies?
Again, it doesn't come across as much on this stream, but you rant about movies even more than I do.
Yeah, but
it just doesn't come up as much.
I think people should enjoy what they enjoy.
Yes. Oh, what is this? A new gun! A gunno! Yippee! We need so much ammo for everything. Force energy. My inventory's full, so I need to drop something. What the fuck is this? Hang on. What is in my inventory? Should I not be holding all these guns?
That sounds like a true crime podcast about me being a killer, and they'll be all like...
Oh, they're all the same.
Did you know she was, you know... It feels like a setup for... I don't listen to true crime podcasts for two reasons. Because I don't like listening to anything, you know... I have to see something or read something. If I'm just listening to it, for some reason I just get distracted. I have to be like seeing something visual or reading something. And also, the true crime podcasts are really tacky.
Right.
And true crime documentaries, I can only think of like 2 or 3 that I've seen that are not tacky. They're usually really tacky. They'll usually like have really like steamy music for whenever they talk about the murderer.
Oh Christ, it's I need to drop something, hang on. This is bad. I need to drop something quick.
I like reading about the police investigations and the societal reaction. That's what I like reading about. I'm not like reading about all the ghoulish details. What do you mean?
I'm joking, I love you.
I love you too.
I have gun ammo. Is there like a locker that I can pick up? That would be lovely. Pick up this ammo as well, I guess. Okay, that's something. Black and white footage of that guy dancing to Hurt. The kazoo, you both arguing. Right, let's use this horrible new gun. What even is it? The Ripper? The Force Gun was what it was called. The line gun? The Force Gun. Short range kinetic booster device.
Do you have to use the Force to use the Force gun?
Leave me alone. I love you, but leave me alone. And I'm gonna put the pulse cannon on here instead of the line gun. Or instead of the flamethrower, maybe.
Pigs trained to eat Twitch streamer by partner, starting with
If you're not on my Discord, you won't know the context there. I occasionally Pebble the guinea pig. Oh, thank you for the follow, Robot Ferret. It's very
Oh, I
kind.
hope Taco's alright. She usually comes in by now.
Yeah, but I think she stopped now that she's realised you're not like leaving her or abandoning her and you're still here.
Yeah, Kane had our guinea pig, Pebble, the white guinea pig. We have a black and kind of sandy coloured guinea pig called Frodo, and a white and brown guinea pig called Pebble, and we have a cat called Taco. And Kane had Pebble the guinea pig on his shoulder, and she was chewing his fingernails.
Yeah, I just had my. She was sitting here like this, like a little lump on my shoulder, and I had my hand up like that, and she was just sort of absent-mindedly chewing my fingernails.
Ew, it's
And
disgusting.
Emma said that was disgusting, which was very judgmental. How else am I supposed to keep my fingernails
You
trimmed?
could bite them yourself or cut them with scissors. I mean, just the idea of something else, an animal or a human chewing someone else's fingernails. Ugh,
Right?
it was gross.
I think there's going to be lots of babies behind
It
here.
made me feel like a...
Oh no, it's just a guy! Okay, no babies. Oh, there is lots of babies. I regret taking away the fucking flamethrower.
I mean, it's apparently actually very sweet, because apparently when guinea pigs do that, it means they're like grooming you, and that means they love you. She's never
Grooming
tried.
in a nice way, not in like a online chat room.
No, like grooming is they
I
know.
know.
They know what grooming
It's a
is.
joke. Oh, baby!
Well, it was a very inappropriate.
I'm aware.
Oh, you're aware? What did you just say to
I'm
me?
aware.
Oh, you're aware?
Yeah.
You have such a smug little tone.
I do not have a smug little tone.
Yes, you do. Apologise.
I love you.
Apologise.
Inject Weezer 01. I've just noticed that's our objective. I think it should be a war crime to inject somebody with Weezer. Except the Blue Album.
Are you going to apologise?
Nah. No
were,
thanks.
You were very rude.
Love you.
You were very rude.
We sent them several letters where they stated their intentions to murder someone and photos of them brandishing their weapon collection, but we were told nothing could be done until there was a body.
Because he was like...
Now that's a fun part of those podcasts, is how fucked and shit the police are.
Yeah, because he was white, and he was male, and he was cis, and he was straight. So he was all these things. If he hadn't been any of those things, then he probably got arrested a lot quicker. But like the guinea pigs, yeah, apparently if they groom you like that, that means they love you. Because they want to groom you and take care of you. And poor Pebble must think, what is wrong with him? He needs to be groomed.
My nails aren't that long.
Well,
Emma just has really short
No,
nails.
to Pebble it is, because she wouldn't be grooming you, then would she? She's thinking it's too long and I have to groom it. Like she bites her own nails.
Sometimes Frodo mainly bites her own nails.
Pebble bites her nails sometimes.
Sometimes. Where am I going? Not here, apparently. Go back down.
Which killer had a kid escape and the police handed that kid back to
Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer did that. Maybe even more than once.
No, I don't-
just the once.
I don't think it was more than once. Once is enough.
Oh, good. A horrible, fucked up room with little goo boys.
You have your mask on.
Oh.
Is it like gas or something?
Yeah. Okay, run up and try injecting them. Hi. I'm gonna inject you.
Oh, he looks powerful.
Hi.
Oh,
Oh, you poor gooey boy. Oh, my poor gooey. Aww. Oh well. Well, that went fine. That was pretty easy. I hope I have plenty of that enzyme. I hope it's like self-replenishing like yeast. Or sourdough. Don't people do that with sourdough? Just like last forever. Ow!
You sometimes, because Kane goes about with no socks on.
Ow!
Kane goes about with no socks on, and Pebble tries to chew his toenails as well.
Oh yeah, that happens a few times.
Yeah, she really wants to groom you. She really must think that you're an absolute stage. Like to Pebble. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying to Pebble, she's like, he needs his nails chewed.
Well, sometimes both of them will like pull at my socks or toenails if I'm not wearing socks, and I think that's because they're angry that I'm not giving them treats.
Yeah, but sometimes she is grooming.
Yeah, sometimes she's like
literally-
sitting on my foot.
She's actually biting off the nail.
Yes.
So she thinks it's too long. Take it up with her.
Okay, I'm starting to hear why it's gross.
Thank you. Thank you. It's disgusting. It's literally another alive creature biting off your body part.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Oh, good, more babies.
She
This
tried.
is a good gun
she
for
tried
babies,
to do
though.
it to me the other day. I wouldn't let her.
Emma!
She was
But you
trying.
just said it's a compliment. It's very rude in their culture to like, not do that.
Well, I was wearing socks, because I don't go about wearing them. And she tried to, like, pull up my socks and get in my toenail, and I was like, no, you're not doing it. I was like, no, you're not doing it. No. This
God,
chair
I'm
is
taking so much
squeaky.
fucking damage. Everybody cool in here?
I think Pebble's kind of more the dominant mother one.
Yes, definitely.
She would like, because she does sometimes groom Frodo. I've never seen Frodo groom Pebble.
No, but Pebble will consistently, like, you know, shuffle up and start,
Kind of.
like, trimming Frodo's, like, fluff that's sticking out.
Yeah, it looks also like she's chewing it, but she's probably trimming it or licking it or whatever. I know, we're all like, what on earth is she doing?
Hello, security.
Oh,
This is
hello.
Dr. Cross in hydroponics. Something just hit the hull near food storage. We think it's a rogue asteroid. I have people injured from decompression. We need medics.
And it's
and
funny,
crowd
because
control
Pebble
right
is the
away.
dominant guinea pig, but whenever they're on their period, Frodo
What the
becomes
hell
the
is this?
dominant one.
Oh, yeah.
And she becomes vicious.
Frodo gets fucking angry on her period. Pebble gets sad on her period. Frodo gets angry.
Yeah, she does.
Like, when Pebble is on her period, Frodo... Or when Pebble is on her period, Pebble just kind of stretches out.
because it's not quite the same as a human period.
But Pebble just sort of like stretches out on the floor and like lies sideways in a hammock and just kind of looks miserable for a couple of days. Frodo gets fucking angry and stomps around and squeaks at everything and growls at everything. She is a very angry pig.
She totally changes personality.
She gets so pissed off. She starts headbutting Pebble. Right, where to next?
Oh, I remember
This
that.
way.
There was also the girl who escaped from a basement, and the person who helped her said to reporters, in a blonde little white girl,
Yes, you're always
running
quoting this.
towards a big black man asking for help. You know that she's in trouble.
Emma has quoted that lots.
Well, that's very fun. It's sad, but he's like, what did he say? Well, I showed you the clip. It's
Yes,
a dead giveaway, a dead giveaway. And the reporter, who's a little nerdy white guy, is going to back away. Say, you know, he clearly doesn't want to like talk about this. He's like, well, you're a hero, sir. He's like backing away. He's like, oh, don't bring up race. Don't bring up race.
In general, I would rather never hear about true crime again. Just if in a perfect world, I think that would be nice.
In a perfect world, we all wouldn't want to hear about true crime.
Well,
You say like such. Sometimes you say such like I'm gonna say it, dumb things, and you deserve to be mocked.
New gun. Something's gonna come out of here.
Something.
Why do you always mock me when I say something?
It's the only time you ever have like an Irish accent.
Excuse me.
Well, a lot of the time you sound, you know, you don't kind of sound common.
Like you.
Even though you are common, he's common as muck.
Rude.
You just called me Irish.
Yeah. You're a street.
You're pushing it.
I love you.
I'll tickle you.
I love you so much.
I try not to tickle him as much, but you can see I have to resort to it. It's the only control I have. He won't leave me alone unless I tickle
Yes,
him.
I do.
Well-
That sounds horrible.
It's the truth.
Something down here? Looked like there was some like glinting stuff. Can I? That might just be like the floor. Not
Oh,
really
I've
sure.
got some shortbread biscuits.
Yes, I got you shortbread.
I
It
like
is, but-
shortbread biscuits.
Yes.
That's Scottish, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah.
Well,
And
that-
it is disgusting.
I like shortbread.
It is absolutely horrible.
Thank you, Scotland.
There's a lot of nice looking Scottish foods. Like, I would absolutely destroy a vegan haggis. But
Would you?
haggis looks delicious.
What if it's not made out of sheep? If it's not made out of meat, what would they use instead?
I have no idea, but there is vegan haggis
Well,
around.
yeah, but like,
I know what it's made of.
I don't. Yeah, but you should look it up, like.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
it's interesting because it's such a meaty dish.
Mhm.
Like, isn't it all meat?
It's also a lot of oats.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
thought it
like
was-
white pudding or black
I
pudding.
thought it was just like a sheep's stomach in like a bag or something.
Well, no, the sheep's stomach is the bag.
Yeah, but
It's like filling inside a sheep's bladder.
also
or
there's
stomach
like
or whatever.
stuffing or something inside
Yeah,
it.
it's like
Oh,
stuffed,
okay.
basically. It's
So, yeah.
It looks a little bit like it would taste like white pudding,
Yeah, but that's
which is nice.
That's a really meaty dish.
Lentils, barley, kidney beans. There we go. You're welcome. Yeah, it's full of like, you know, wholesome, hearty seeds and grains.
Well,
as
I would never eat it. I mean, it's the stomach of a sheep. It's the bladder of a sheep, and then you eat the steep stomach inside the bladder. something like that.
Yeah, it's the bag that is around a haggis
like
is a
it's-
sheep stomach
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, it's the bladder. Isn't
Yeah,
it? And
sheep
the
bladder or whatever
And the
it is.
inside is the stomach.
And no, the inside is just filling, isn't it?
No, it's meat from the stomach.
Yeah, it's probably like chopped up and minced
Ugh,
stomach.
that's disgusting.
It's all the same stuff.
It looks disgusting.
It looks delicious. I've never understood the thing of like, oh, haggis looks gross. I think it looks lovely.
We were watching
Is this like when Americans get freaked out by black pudding and they're like, ugh,
I hate black pudding.
when it's just like some food?
Heinrich?
White pudding is
Heinrich?
more delicious. What? Why are you laughing at Heinrich?
I don't want to say.
Why?
You know why?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Well, because it's such a...
What do you mean?
You know!
What? No, I don't. What are you talking
The
about?
famous Nazi that was called that?
Yeah, but there's more people than just Himmler who are called Heinrich.
There is no.
Yes, there's
That's
a common
like
name,
that's
isn't it?
like Adolf. That name cannot be given to anyone ever again.
Dolph Lundgren.
Who?
His name was Adolf.
That's a weird name to give your child. Are his parents Nazis?
I don't know. Heinrich is Henry. Yeah, it's just the German version of Henry.
I didn't
Henry
say.
Himmler.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just said that I associate that name with Nazis.
Scoff at black pudding, but then put it in the Texas Food Fair, deep fry it, and they'd laugh it off.
I don't like black
I
pudding.
mean, deep frying. I imagine you can get deep fried black pudding in
I don't-
Scotland.
I
because
don't
you can
like-
get everything deep
I
fried
don't
in
like
Scotland.
black pudding. I think black pudding's gross.
I would always, if there was a thing to leave off an Irish breakfast, I would always say black pudding. But it's fine. I much prefer white pudding. White pudding is what I
I'd
like.
say leave off the tomatoes
Oh, also tomatoes.
and the
kinda
black
suck.
pudding. And sometimes they give you hash browns. I don't like hash browns.
Hash browns are amazing. That's even worse than liking Coldplay. Hash browns are delicious.
I don't like Coldplay.
Oh.
I said
You like Coldplay. You just have to be quiet.
At one song, one time.
What is this gonna do? Oh my god, that's what it
The
does.
last time I listened to I Will
I
Fix
get stripped off all of his phone.
the last time I listened to I Will Fix Her, I thought it was shit. That was years ago when I was small and vulnerable.
It's so twee. It's so twee. I don't know if Coldplay was on the Garden State soundtrack, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Yeah, Coldplay are not very good.
Have you seen the weird things Canadians call hash browns? No.
Hash browns are disgusting.
Hash browns are so good.
Even the name is
I
disgusting.
love hash browns.
Even the name is weird.
Hash browns are so good.
Yeah.
Virtually everything potato based is delicious.
If I
Not
ever,
to be too much of a stereotype.
if I ever get like an Irish breakfast, I don't really like that much of it. Well,
No.
no, I have sausages and bacon are what you get. I'm not mad about sausages, but I'll eat them like. The bacon I will eat, even though I prefer bacon sandwiches. Like bacon is nicer when it's in bread. You get toast. You get mushrooms and baked beans. I like all those. You get eggs. I like that. You get mushroom. Did I already say mushrooms? And then you are the ones that I always
And white pudding.
on tomatoes sometimes and hash
And a
browns.
grilled tomato and hash browns.
That's
It is a
lot.
fuck ton of food. Describing it
food.
all, that's too much food, isn't it?
It is a lot of food. But I like the eggs, I like the bacon, I like the mushrooms, I like the toast, I like the beans.
Grilled Tommies need to get out. I do not like tomatoes in general. I've never known anyone to dislike hash browns. I know you are the only person in the world. They're so good. Everything potato based is great. I might make a baked potato at some point soon.
I like baked potato.
Everything potato is good.
And I
It's
hate
why I'm so offended, I think, by the concept of the sweet potato chip.
I actually have way more on the Irish breakfast than I thought.
Use circuit breaker, please. I would like to change this one out, maybe.
I'm
to
just
this
not
one.
mad about the baked beans and the sausage, but I do eat.
I don't really like sausages that much either, or bacon. It
Bacon
was
is
easier
nice
for
in
me to give up
sandwiches.
meat than you'd expect, because I ate a lot of meat, but I didn't like some of the more
a
famous
bacon
ones.
butty?
I hate bacon sandwiches.
Bacon
My dad,
sandwiches are gorgeous.
every morning, my dad would have a bacon sandwich, like
a
a
bacon butty?
Stop that, it's so annoying. I don't know why, but that fills me with like the ASMR rage. I hated that so
That's
much.
xenophobic. You can't tell them in Manchester what they can call their
That was
sandwich.
genuine annoyance
A
for a second.
butty?
Ah!
A butty?
Please stop. It really pisses me off. I don't know why. I genuinely don't.
You know, my dad was brought up in Norfolk, but he came from Manchester. That's my culture.
Uh-huh.
My culture.
Uh-huh.
I say like butty and
Your culture is wearing tracksuits and breaking windows in
never-
the north side.
I never broke a window. I'm not a vandal. I stole magazines. I never broke a window. And I never wore tracksuits. You snob.
I know, I love it.
No, calling things bacon butty is my culture.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been, if my dad had stayed in Manchester and had never met my mum, I could be a Mancunian.
Oh, I'd love you if you were a worm, but maybe not in England.
I am half English.
It confused my wife when I told her I'd eat the skin from a jacket potato. Isn't that normal? That's so normal.
Some people don't like that.
Oh, freaks.
I'm going to do it one more time just because it annoyed him so much. Bacon butty?
Please, it genuinely...
With some...
I feel like a hollow in my stomach when
with
it happens.
some builder's tea.
I don't know what builder's tea is.
They have it in Coronation Street.
Okay, I love you.
I think it's really, really, really... Yeah, chip butty.
Oh, is it like...
A chip butty?
Like 12 sugars or
it's
something
like a
in
really
tea.
strong tea.
Ugh.
Thanks, Roy. Ta, love. Thanks, Roy. An Eccles cake there, love.
I don't know what an Eccles cake is.
They have it in Manchester. Eccles is in Manchester, innit?
I have no idea.
I
I'd
think
love to
it's-
see Mank Emma.
It's some sort of like pancake thing with fruit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mad for you, arcade. Oh, that drives me mad. Whenever I watch like Coronation Street or anything set in Manchester or Greater Manchester, Coronation Street is set in Salford. But you know, when they say arcade, that really annoys me. I was like, stop saying arcade. Or like they'll be talking to like, they'll go like arcade or you know, it just really annoys me. Just say my brother.
Mm-hmm.
That really annoys me. That one. Builder's tea is really strong.
Fucking hell.
Get down to Roy's Rolls for a bacon butty and a mug of builder.
Kill me. Oh, it's a flapper!
Yeah, like I said, my dad did not live in Manchester. He was raised in Norfolk, East Anglia. He never told me exactly where. He would just say Norfolk and then East Anglia. Is East Anglia, is Norfolk in East Anglia?
I have no idea. Anglia?
Oh, whatever. Don't correct me.
I love you.
I love you too. I hate when people correct me.
I know.
Then why do it?
Because it's funny.
Oh, East Anglia.
Anglia.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him. He grew up in Norfolk, so he didn't have a Manchester accent. I don't know if he had a Norfolk accent. Yeah, he tried to like sound kind of neutral in his accent. He tried to kind of talk posh. He didn't sound posh. He tried to like not have. He didn't because Norfolk people apparently say yarp. You know, like the fella from the movie.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it like Hot Fuzz then? Is that where that is?
Because we did. I don't think it's in Norfolk, but it's somewhere. It's like Suffolk. I don't know. I don't know the geography of England. But like we did a play at school called Roots, which was set in Norfolk, and everyone in that is going yar, yar, yar.
Are you alive? You're not now. Yippee. I'm so hurt. I'm
Yeah,
so
what
badly
accent would
hurt.
you say my dad had?
Generic southerner voice. He sounded like he was trying to be posh.
He was, yeah.
It sounded like a not posh person trying desperately to sound posh.
There you go. That's him in a nutshell.
Hi, don't eat me. Lovely, thank you. Please give me a med pack. Thank you. That's very appreciated. I hate that I even know what Roy's Rolls is, to be honest. I've just understood that. Is that a pun on Rolls Royce?
Yes.
I got it. I got the joke. Because I was like, oh, they sell more than rolls in there, I'm sure.
They sell an Eccles cake and a bacon
I
butty.
don't know what an Eccles cake
I
is.
told
Leave me
you.
alone.
It's like some sort of pancake thing with fruit. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It has like I'm looking at it. It has like raisins in it.
That sounds vile. That sounds absolutely horrible.
I hate
Who would
fruit
eat that?
cake. Who'd
Fruit
ruin,
in anything is bad,
Who'd
really.
ruin like a perfectly lovely cake by putting fruit in it?
I also do not like fruit. You need a plasma cutter, put that, I don't know, there. The line gun seems bad. I don't like it.
An Eccles cake is a small round pie, similar to a turnover, filled with currants and made from flaky pastry with butter, sometimes topped with sugar.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
That's an Eccles cake.
Oh, it looks horrible. It looks like a disgusting like mince pie.
Show the people the Eccles cake.
I will
they
just
probably
bring it
can't
up
see
here.
Yeah. It does look disgusting.
Eccles cake. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. There we go. Absolutely disgusting. Look how horrible that looks. It's full of raisins or currants or whatever the fuck.
Eccles has this question mark over it for me. I'm not always sure I trust food items with places in the names. Due to, as a kid, Guernsey had this thing called a Swansea bun, which only existed on the island, and nothing to do with Swansea. I know we know what it's called. Are you from Guernsey, Begsby?
It's like, what's that? The Bakewell? Bakewell is a place.
Tart?
And
Bakewell
they
tart?
have Bakewell tarts and Bakewell cakes and stuff. And they look fucking rancid as well.
I'm such a child, I'm still laughing at the name tart.
Bakewell
Oh my god,
tart.
Begsby's from Guernsey.
Okay, and
I've never met a Challand Islander.
this is a Bakewell tart, and it's fucking awful.
I want
awful.
to ask Begsby questions if he doesn't mind.
Oh my god, escaped at 18. Hopefully they don't find me and take
In
me
the
back.
Channel Islands, do you identify as British? Or
Oh my god.
are you your own thing?
We're never supposed to leave.
Why did you just go, oh my god? It's,
You and your Channel Island lore.
I'm interested in the world. Like, my brother had an ex-girlfriend and she was from the Isle of Man, and I thought that was just, you know, like saying the Isle of Wight. I called her English, and she says to me, I'm not English, I'm British. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, the Isle of Man is British, not English. And I was like, okay. So I looked it up, and they were Celts and stuff. I never knew that. I knew about the cat.
What, the Manx cat with the no tail?
Yeah, I knew nothing else about it. So, like, Begsby, do Channel Islanders identify as British, or they're their own, like, thing? Why are you laughing?
It's just, I've never heard anybody actually care about this place. I'm sorry.
Also, Begsby, do you speak French?
Oh. Why do most people from Germany... I'm sorry, I just like annoying you.
Apologise.
Sorry.
A real apology.
I'm sorry.
That was
I'm
me.
so sorry.
I'm interested in... Generally, we see ourselves as islanders. Okay, yeah, but like what I'm trying to get at is, if I went up to you and you said to me, "Hi, I'm Begsby, I'm from the Channel Islands," and I said to you, "Oh, so you're British," would that like offend you?
Why do most people from Guernsey not have a proper provincial accent? Maybe they do, but I've never really heard it. Maybe there is an accent, but I never noticed, is what I mean. I would like to buy a medium med pack. Oh, it's so expensive.
It just like fascinates me because Ireland, apart from Northern Ireland, but that literally doesn't count because it's a different country. Like in the Republic of Ireland, it is such a monoculture. There is no such thing as anybody, you know. It's gotten better in recent decades, but it's still very, you know, like it's not a very. It's just fascinating to me that all these other countries have such huge different, you know. I'm just really fascinated by it. We'd accept British, it wouldn't offend, but it would be second choice. See, that's fascinating to me. Like, you know, in Ireland they'll make jokes like, I'm a dub first or a queer person first, but no one really means it. They do that.
No.
It's just, no one really means that. So I'm just fascinated, like.
Okay, I've actually got some ammunition. We've got a big boy gun. This should be fine. I think we're going the right way. And there hasn't been a save
See,
in
now
fucking forever.
you've learned now about the Channel Islanders that you can't call them British no more.
I'll probably forget they exist in a bit. Oh, that's a lot of boys! Jesus Christ! Okay, get all his fucking skin off. Jesus. Fuck off, there's babies again!
What if somebody called you French?
They've been worse. We ain't now frogs.
They're right next to France. They're literally a skip from
We
France.
ain't now frogs.
I read that lots of them speak French. Does Henry Cavill speak French, I wonder?
Can Henry Cavill speak English?
Henry Cavill is the Channel Islander. I don't know if he's from Jersey or Guernsey, but he's from one of them.
His acting performance would imply that he can barely speak any language.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you go to Henry Cavill's Wikipedia page, it says British actor. It doesn't say Channel Islander.
Oh, good.
So
Suicide
remember we
bombers.
watched that movie, Ennis Man?
Yes.
And who made that movie? What's the director's name?
Can't remember.
Well, let's just say it's John Smith. If you look up the director of Ennis Man, it will say John Smith, Cornish director. He doesn't want to be defined as British, he wants to be called Cornish. And that's really just fascinating. He's from the one island everyone remembers.
I remember none of them. Jersey is the biggest, the most famous one, definitely.
All our place names are in French, but usually we say them with very English tourist and holiday pronunciation. So you don't speak French. I would have assumed you would, being so close. Like, literally, you see it on the map, it's a skip.
Yeah.
It's so close to France.
Do you speak Scottish?
No.
It's right next to us. Do you speak Welsh?
Mm-mm.
So?
Maybe we should speak
And Welsh is the one that's alive of all of the Celtic languages. That one people actually speak. They don't speak Spanish in the Falklands in it. I wouldn't know. I know nothing about
They
the
did
Falklands.
used to, but they're not being totally ignorant. They did used to speak French in the Channel Islands.
Mm.
It said that they don't. It says that most people don't anymore. That they, you know, that's died out. But like, you'd think it'd still be taught in schools. I mean, French is taught in schools here.
No idea.
French is taught in schools here.
Yeah, it is. Maybe it's like a sensitive thing.
Yes, the channel has, but had its own. Yes, they also have their own variety of. It's like a dialect, Guernsey-ish and Jersey-ish. If I get that right, and it's apparently like a real old-fashioned Normandy French, but that's apparently really almost died out. See, isn't that interesting? It's interesting.
If he says. I love you very much.
Well, I think it's interesting.
I know you do.
You have no interest in other people, in other people's cultures.
Slam. I can't slam her. I can't take her cool wrench or
Do you
anything.
not think it's interesting?
That's fine.
I think it's
I'll
fascinating.
probably forget about it, to be honest.
I won't forget. I think it's
know.
interesting. See, I want to ask all these questions, but people get offended.
Do they?
Like I said, the girls saying, "Oh, I'm not English, I'm British," and you know they can get cross.
I'm not English. Sorry, I assumed she sounded like that.
I don't know the Isle of Man accent, but she had an Isle of Man accent apparently.
Did she have no tail? Where the fuck am I going? Hang on, I need to go like somewhere.
There's a Swiss girl in my creative writing class, and I want to ask her so many questions. But how would you do that without being rude?
Who wants to know anything about Switzerland?
I want to know.
What is there to know? How much Nazi gold have you seen?
Oh my god.
Sorry, but I mean, what else is there?
Well,
about
I want to
Switzerland?
ask her what's the deal with all the languages.
What's the deal with the languages? I smashed through this.
Why are you mocking me?
I'm not.
You
I'm not
are.
mocking
You
Leave
are.
me alone. Go up here. Where? Like through that thing? I have to interact with this. On the fly. Hi. Oh, I have to use a magnet, boy.
It's just
No, wrong
everywhere.
one.
Literally everywhere. It's so more diverse and interesting than this country.
Oh, baby. Any more babies? Probably more babies. No, it was just a oh, there was more babies. Oh.
Like on the Republic of Ireland, like 80% of the population will just go, "Yeah, I'm Irish," and that's the conversation will end. There's like nothing interesting to add.
Well, yeah.
No, but this is interesting. You have people saying I'm from Guernsey or the Isle of Man, or I'm from this part of Switzerland that speaks French, or I'm part of this part of Germany that speaks a totally different dialect to that part of Germany. Like just something really interesting and different. Where like
What is the purpose of this horrible spike room?
where our country is just so fucking boring.
Rude.
They'll just be like, "Yeah, I'm Irish." You know, there's nothing interesting. But I don't get how you can't be fascinated. I love this.
It's fine. I'm neutral on it. Has anyone seen that German TV show where they have to try and cut objects perfectly in half? I saw a gif of it and it did look very funny. Apparently it's one minigame in a series of different ones. Is it like when everybody started sharing around that what is that juicing noise? Is there a baby? There's a fucking baby. It's like when everyone was sharing around that one gif of the Japanese people trying to guess what objects in a room were made of chocolate. And it was just like a segment in something where people were like, I want this as a real show.
It's like, you know, whenever I'm on the stream, not as much now, and Kane has told me about this, about people asking questions about Ireland and being uninterested. And all I can say is there's nothing interesting.
No, there's absolutely nothing interesting about this country.
Go anywhere else. Go to Wales.
I mean, Wales looks prettier, at the very least.
Well, I've heard, my dad is English, and my dad said Wales is boring. So good.
I mean, imagine living there would be boring, but...
He said he went on holiday.
Oh, fuck off!
He said he went
Seriously.
on holiday there, and all that happened was that it rained. And then he couldn't pronounce any of the places.
So it looks very pretty. Am I out of fucking help again? Jesus Christ. Christ, stop it.
I think my mum went to one of the Channel Islands for holidays. I think it was Jersey. And the other one called Sark.
Shark.
You know what's called? It's like Sark. S-A-R-K.
I think if you asked me to find any Channel Island on a map, I don't know if I would be confident doing it.
It's between England and France. How hard can it be? It's in the channel.
Are they one of those ones like New Zealand or Malta where people just sort of forget to put them on there a lot though?
It's pretty boring to be honest, but I'm contracted to big up Wales.
I imagine it would be like when I went to Dingle on holiday, where it was like area of natural beauty. However, the thought of living there would, I mean, genuinely drive me to like jump off a mountain.
Sark. See, look, Sark. Is that how you say it, Sark?
I guess so.
No cars, one long cliff top bridge.
Oof.
Yeah, I think she said she went to that one and the other one, Jersey. I don't think she went to Guernsey. I saw a movie set in Guernsey. What's not the others? But I think that was Jersey.
Oh, I hate that movie.
Well, the others.
I'm in the minority there. A lot of people love that.
The others isn't actually
I hate
filmed
it.
in the Channel Islands. It's filmed in Spain because it's Spanish.
Mama!
It's a Spanish movie.
Mama, there's ghosts!
Exiting zero gravity.
Nicole Kidman looking shocked.
But yeah, there's a movie. It's not a very good movie. It's called the Guernsey Potato Pie Literary Society.
I think
Do you
I would
remember that
rather
one?
slip my own wrists than watch whatever the fuck you just said.
It wasn't very
That sounds
good.
like it's going to be the most twee shit in the world.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, there we go.
Literary Potato Pie Society. I went to see it with a friend of mine, and it was I hated it.
Was it very twee?
Oh yeah, it was one of those really English tweet things.
Was Bill Nye involved at any point?
I don't think so.
Just sounds like something he'd be involved
Lily
in.
James was in it. You know that one from. What have you seen? Have you seen Lily
I
James?
don't know.
You have seen her in something. I think one of the things is the place you live becomes interesting when you talk to people not from there. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely. Like Ireland is the most boring place in the world, but sometimes it's fun to talk about.
My wife wants us to go to the island to visit my folks, and it's penciled in 2 weeks. I said no, we'll be bored after 2 days. I don't know. I'm being a bit harsh. I don't think Ireland is as boring as I'm saying.
It is.
Nowhere.
You're allowed to say it.
Nowhere is completely boring. Everywhere has its own culture and history and story and ethnicity and diversity. Everywhere. I mean, you can find something interesting anywhere you go. Like when we went to southern Spain to stay with Kane's parents just before Christmas, and since it was a little, basically kind of a village, I thought I'd be really bored. But I had a fun enough time. You just anywhere can be interesting. Yeah, the chair is squeaking. It sounds like I'm farting, but I swear it's the chair.
Isn't the speed limit 30 on Guernsey? 20's plenty. I don't know, I think that's a Scottish sign, isn't it? They have the 20's plenty thing, which is very sweet. Maybe to pad out the length of a road trip.
I'd go to the Channel Islands.
I think I would be bored out of my skull in the Channel Islands.
If I could, you're all going to mock me now for sounding bloody twee in earnest. But if I could, I would go literally everywhere on the planet.
I know, you are very twee in earnest.
I want to go. I want to see everywhere and go everywhere. Do you not have like even the slightest desire to see everywhere?
I'll go wherever you go.
Oh
I don't
my
care
God.
really. Well, that's the answer. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Don't you like?
If you in the morning were like, hey, I'm going to the Channel Islands, do you want to come? I'd go, yeah, all right,
There's a
fine.
woman, and a couple of women have done it actually, which is really impressive because it's much more dangerous for a woman. Like there's a couple of women. There's at least 3 women who have done that.
There are at least 3 women.
No, I mean you're not listening.
Sorry, I just wanted to annoy you.
There's at least 3 women who have visited all. I think the United Nations recognizes 195 countries, right? That officially that are recognized for the majority as independent countries. This at least 3 women have done it. Have been to all 195 recognized countries. I mean, can you imagine that? That's so cool.
He's gone.
That's really dangerous
Sent
though,
me, and
because that means that means Myanmar. That means
keep going.
that means like
A glitch on the
Afghanistan, that means Syria, that means so many dangerous places. So it's really impressive, especially for a woman.
camera. That's not possible.
You
Sorry.
you know it's
I'm
way more
aware, I
dangerous for a
know.
woman to travel on her own.
Woman can-
And she was on her own too.
Mhm.
She was a right. Oh, she must be mad.
You say so.
It was so dangerous as a woman on your own. So dangerous. She like learned all these languages, like the big ones, so that she could converse. You know, the ones that
The main one.
Yeah, she learned like Arabic and Chinese and Russian and Spanish. You know, the ones that millions of people speak. And yeah, just wow, what an amazing. I wouldn't have the nerve to do something like that.
Bye. Run, you sticky-footed little twerp. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I don't like that there's lots of stickies on the floor.
You were being very rude to me and mocking my dreams.
You
Mocked my dreams of traveling.
Sorry.
You say sorry to me.
Love you.
You say sorry to me. And it
I
is
think we
really,
need to get behind
and it
this
is
fucker,
really
right?
impressive for a woman on her own.
Oh,
traveling.
Jesus.
It is really impressive. It is. You apologise to that
Ow.
woman.
Sorry.
To the woman.
Sorry.
Whose name I can't remember.
Ow, I'm gonna be fucked to death here.
I also have a book upstairs that's really good. It's about this Australian fella, and he like cycles around the world. It's really interesting. It's called like Cycling Through Siberia or something. It's very good. And he goes to some really dangerous places. He like cycles through like Papua New Guinea and
Run away, you little freak!
parts of Papua New Guinea are very dangerous apparently, at least according to the book. And he cycles through the Middle East, and as we all know, parts of the Middle East are very dangerous. And you know, it's like a really good book. And obviously it's called Cycling Through Siberia, so there's a lot of cycling through Siberia. Because Siberia is fucking massive. It would probably take you like months to cycle through that. I guess Siberia is bigger than half of Europe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Siberia's very massive.
It's huge.
Is this the Leviathan? Oh, Jesus Christ, one shot and I'm dead.
And he cycles
dead.
all Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, all Laos, Myanmar.
No, you're not. Run away.
And then at the end of the book, he goes home to Australia, and obviously he has to plane for that bit, 'cause he can't cycle across the ocean. And he gets a plane, and he's getting a bus to go, I can't remember what part of Australia he's from.
What are you doing?
And he gets on a bus to go home, and he's just like so happy to be home. And that's sweet.
Not really.
I think it's sweet.
Jesus Christ, this was horrible. You down? We good?
Because it is a nice feeling. I mean,
Oh.
I've only been in like small holidays, but when you come home, it's always a nice feeling. You're so tired after traveling, all you want to do is get into a bed and curl up.
I have never come back from a holiday and then had to do something like right afterwards. I've always been able to take like a couple of days to just sort of lie in bed, and that's quite nice. I imagine it would be very annoying going like straight into an office afterwards.
Sark has the smallest prison in the world at like a 2-foot box. Jesus Christ.
That's
Jesus.
kind of funny.
I have heard, now correct me if I'm wrong, Begsbury, but I have heard the Channel Islands are sort of dodgy politically, that they're sort of ruled by a lord and it's not very democratic.
Is that a thing? Is it like Mad Max?
No, it's kind of feudal. Like. It's like ruled by this lord
I
millionaire.
choose to believe it's Mad Max.
Well, Begsby will tell us. Well, if he wants to, obviously. He doesn't have to. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I've read. So if I'm saying something offensive, I apologize.
Dodgy and ruled by some sort of warlord.
No, I didn't say warlord. I said
Covered in pots
a
and
lord
pans.
isn't an actual lord.
No, I think it's covered in pots and pans and like a British flag.
I've read that it's very feudal. And
Wears
it's
a
not
British
very
flag as a
democratic.
cape. It wears pots and pans as little armour that he's fashioned, and then tells all the Channel Islanders what to do. And they go, "Okay, me lord." And then they like,
Yes, that's where I read about it. I was reading about the Wicker Man, and you know how the Wicker Man has like Lord Summerisle just ruling the island. Apparently that was loosely based on what the Channel Islands were like in the 70s. There's some lord just ruled the whole island,
Kind of funny.
and you had to do what he said. So apparently it is true.
That is
Apparently,
quite funny.
apparently it was up to like 2004 that this
Why
lord,
do they
like,
sound like Kermit?
that this apparently it was up to 2004 that this lord ruled
Oh,
Channel.
fuck off! I have little help and you need to shut the fuck up and stop beating on me.
We have a lieutenant governor who is the Queen's representative, Will King now. We're called a crown pet. Yeah, I knew that. But is stuff about the Lord and the feudal thing not true?
Are you made to toil in the fields like those two mud farmers in Monty Python?
I did not say
Oh,
that.
lovely bit of filth over here.
I have found, because I like to research things like this, and I have found when I've been looking up British crown dependencies around the world, like St. Helena, or the Cayman Islands, or Bermuda, they're really dodgy politically. They're all like tax havens and not really very democratic. It's like, is this why none of these places are independent? So you can use it all as tax havens? But they're all really dodgy, like. They're not really very democratic. And France is the same. France has all these tiny little islands, like, all over the place. And none of them sound like they're run, very democratically.
Was this as meaty last time I came up here? I don't know. It's an anarcho-syndicalist
I'm looking up that
commune.
now about the Lord, because I definitely read it.
Love a Wikipedia deep dive.
I love it.
Fuck off, baby! I'm dead.
I love a Wikipedia.
This game is getting quite difficult. How far back am I going? Because I have not seen a save point in years, I think.
This guy?
Mm.
Can you read that? Because I can't pronounce
Christopher Beaumont, 13. Oh, Jesus, no, sorry.
that. Christopher Beaumont is the present. Read that to me.
No, I genuinely cannot right now. Leave me alone.
Well, I can't pronounce this word.
Oh, I'm right here again. Fantastic. What does it say? No idea.
Christopher
Senior?
Christopher Beaumont, 23rd
Beaumont.
Senior of Sark. Sark?
Mm-hmm.
He said he's the Lord of Sark and the Channel Islands.
A guy who lives in a mansion and handles things, but that's about it. There's the States, which is our parliament. No despots. We're not that interested.
Well, I didn't say despots now.
Yes, Mad Max.
I didn't say despots.
I did. Run, please.
Aha! Until the second half of the 2000s, Sark was considered the last feudal state in Europe.
Okay, there's the boy. Hang on.
That's what I meant. I meant feudal. I did not say despot.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, I did. Stop! Why are you changing guns, you prick?
Ah, your head came off. Your head came off.
Try again. Dreya yearns for a lawless Mad Max state. The outfits look kind of fun.
You might be thinking of the Barkley brothers. I think they owned the Channel Island. It was a bit of a weird thing.
It's just very fun to own it. Fuck off, bird! I hate you so much. Stop hitting me. Switch out to big boy gun. Oh, she's more little boy gun.
Well, no, it just says until the second half of the early 2000s, Sark was considered the last feudal state in Europe. So
it was like the mud farmers in Monty Python.
no,
is what you're saying.
No, I said.
And he wore little tin pots on his head.
I said feudal.
He wore tin pots in his head. I'm hearing that. Any more? Please give me some help. I'm so sick. I think I have COVID. Please. Bang. Even my steps are just like, I'm sure there was one over here, right? Wasn't there one over here? Oh, I thought there was a spare health kit somewhere. Fine, plug in the battery.
I mean, to be honest, feudalism, am I saying that right? Feudalism? That's never really gone away completely. Like, there's loads of lords around here, though, in own land.
Ah! Don't!
Isn't there? Isn't there lords down the street ones? I think
Fuck, just stop it. Stop it. Stop.
a friend of mine found out that a great something of his would have owned Sark, but lost at gambling. See? Not sure how true that is, but it was interesting.
Any more? Please. Please, no more. I'm spooked. Oh my god, my poor boy. Thank you. A stasis pack, that'll do, I guess. In fact, use that. No. What else is around here? What else do I have to fucking do? You. Oh, hello, Robin Rancher. Welcome. I am dying. What's a deck systems key card? Where would I find that?
It says
Right.
It says feudalism was abolished on the island of Sark on the 9th of April 2008.
I want you to look up a lord. Look up whoever was the last feudal lord of Sark.
Oh.
And if he's wearing a little tin pot hat, then I want an apology.
Guess how many people live on the island of Sark?
I'm gonna say 500.
562.
Yeah, because who would live there, basically? Not to be too rude to the people of Sark.
Am I saying that right? It's Sark,
I
right?
assume so.
How many people live on the Channel Islands altogether then?
A few thousand, I imagine. It can't be many because it's the Channel Island.
171,916? That's that, isn't it? I'm not good with numbers, I just calculated.
Yeah, 171,000.
Oh my god, that's hardly no. That's less than 200,000.
Yeah, it's barely a real place.
Oh my
There's so
God.
few of them.
That's so small.
And that's coming from Irish people. How is everybody? Fine. Very stressed from this game, but other than that, we're good.
I'm gonna have some biscuits.
Then have some biscuits. How would I... where's the card? I need the card. Where's the card? Is it on this boy? Do I just need to crush it out of this guy? Nope.
It was about 60,000 in Guernsey when I left in 2000. I'm bad at numbers. Is that bigger than 171,000?
Much lower.
Oh, much lower.
Yes.
Oh
That's
no,
just
it
one
is.
island.
Yeah, 60, 70. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you mocking me?
No, I'm not mocking you. Leave me alone.
I have dyscalculia.
I'm aware. I'm aware you do.
Don't yell at me because you're.
I wasn't yelling.
Yeah, because you're losing in your game. The first time I met Kane, I could barely count to 1,000. Tell the people what you did when I asked you about how to get to 1,000.
I don't believe I did anything.
He said in this tone, what?
No, I did not.
He did.
Stasis charge, please. How the fuck do I get through? Oh, here's the key card. Never
Oh,
mind, we're
obviously
good.
60 would be a lot less because it's 60, 70,
Yeah,
80,
I know.
100,
Yeah.
110, 120,
Yeah.
130.
Yeah. Obviously, like. Hang on, I need to like turn.
I-
Hang on, no, I need to do something.
I seriously want an
You can
apology.
be mad in a second.
I know.
I know.
No. Kane.
I love you.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm
A serious
sorry.
one.
I'm sorry.
Real.
I'm sorry.
Real.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, I can barely multiply and divide. I can't multiply and divide all
Check in.
I can add and
Upgrade my gear.
subtract just about. It's amazing I passed any maths at school.
Like, can I like stomp my way past this? I need to get over there. Can I crack my way through? Not really. Fine, let's just quickly upgrade my stuff. Maybe some capacity. Can I get some more inventory space? That'd be lovely. No, I cannot. I can do stasis, which would help. And I can do maybe plasma cutter. My friendly good boy. Give me some plasma cutter stuff. Give me some more damage on that. And now out.
You seem to be enjoying it more today. You didn't enjoy it so much the last time.
It's a fine game. I think this game, I'm gonna say it, is overrated.
You said it was boring the last day.
It's a little dull. Like it's... I do feel like for the past, like, 5 weeks we've been playing this or whatever, because we're only doing it once a week. It has been essentially the same thing over and over. Like, I think
A lot
this game...
of games are like that.
Yes, I think horror games in particular could all stand from being about 50% of the length they are. I think this is fine, though. I'm enjoying it. But it is a bit samey. Turn on, please. Like, is everybody gonna fucking ruin me now again? It's also so dark. Oh, God!
Kane didn't say this, so you don't have to meet Kane.
Oh, Christ.
Well, my ex-boyfriend, when I told him I had dyscalculia, he didn't believe me and said, "Oh, girls just naturally bad at math."
What the fuck? You told me this before. Sorry, that really made me laugh.
Did it?
Sorry, that's just so...
Stop laughing!
Sorry, it's just such a, like, 1940s thing to say.
Looking back on it, he was one of those nice guys, you know. Thought he was so sensitive and... Yeah, he was one of those nice guys. He was a bit like Ross from Friends.
Oh, Christ.
Not really like anything like that, but like, you know, the nice guy vibe.
Like bumbling through 90s FMV sequences looking for another thing isn't repetitive. At least, you know, you can mock Phantasmagoria all you want. It's only about 6 hours long. This is like 30. Where am I going? This way, please. Do I go back upstairs?
Had a copy of 50 Shades of Grey on his shelf. No, he didn't. That was something he didn't have.
Oh, that's bleak. That's so bleak.
He said he was joking when I got really mad.
Yeah, but isn't that... Oh, what's that one meme? It's on like Urban Dictionary, and it's one of the few definitions that isn't prickish on that site. It's like Schrodinger's prick, or like Schrodinger's asshole or something, where it's like they decide whether they were joking or not based on their reaction. It's like, oh, if somebody's mad, they were joking. If somebody wasn't, they weren't joking. So, you know, pricks. Oh, I am in zero gravity. I got the forgot about that for a second. Am I getting shot at by babies? I am. Hello,
Well,
baby.
you could also, like, remember you can slow down the monster.
I can. Really? What would help more? Some health.
Poor little baby monster.
Little baby guy. That you saw. He had a special room for his special interest. These 90s games are meant to be 5 hours, but then you drag them out for 6 hours by being inept.
No, 6 months. You said 6 hours. That was
6 months being inept. Oh, don't fall.
Kill it.
I am. That's why I chose Phantasmagoria, because I knew it was meant to be comically easy, and we are breezing through it, which is so nice for one of those 90s fuckers. Because they are so awkward and confusing sometimes. So I have to choose ones that have a reputation for being, like, stupidly easy for kids. And even then...
Would you like to go anywhere on holidays?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, but I am basically neutral on Mercy, so I'm fine with anywhere. Oh, some lungs! Delicious lungs.
I was reading about the Seychelles.
Mm-hmm.
It's the smallest country in Africa.
Okay.
I like trivia.
I know.
If I had friends, I'd join a pub quiz team.
Oh, enjoy the pub quiz team.
Oh no, you have to have friends.
Emma.
Also, quizzers can be insufferable.
Yeah.
Quizzers are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought quizzing was just a casual thing. No, they're fanatical.
No, they're like weird little cult freaks about it.
They're fanatical.
Mhm.
I do. I love pub quizzes. Let's go. Yeah, I'll go with Zara for pub quizzes. I like trivia games. I'm good at things like that. Like if they said, what's the smallest country in Africa? Now I can say Seychelles.
Mm-hmm. I would have said something like Lesotho.
No, Seychelles.
Absolutely love a pub quiz. I've never been in a pub quiz.
I will go with Sam. I will go with Sam and Zara.
Mm-hmm.
You would hate. I think Kane would hate that.
Would I?
You would hate
I
that.
like trivia, okay?
Well, you didn't seem very interested when I said the Seychelles was the smallest African country.
No. Sorry. I love you.
How is that not interesting?
Mm-hmm.
We are so different.
I'm just neutral. I'm just like, yep, that's something.
That is not something. That is fascinating.
I'm sorry. Can I do a little... I didn't know I could do a little boost until right this second. Look at my little glowy shoes! Look at my little glowy
Are you
shoes!
really not interested in what the smallest country in Africa is?
It's fine.
Are you really not interested?
It's fine. I'm
Are
not
you
really, I'm not really a big geography fan, I guess.
It's over.
Ah!
No, that's crossing the line.
What happens when it comes to the obscure art house films from the 70s section?
You have to be into trivia, and you have to be into geography.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
He doesn't like trivia. We played the pet game.
I like trivia. I don't like shit trivia.
Like what?
Like the card game we got.
I'm so angry.
Emma got.
So angry. I would advise you to stop.
What is this? The benefit of lying?
The Seychelles being the smallest country in Africa is interesting. You just went okay, like I was some nerd.
You are some nerd.
Other people would tell me I was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Other people would say, "Oh, Emma, you're so interesting and you're so smart. And you know, loads,
You are interesting
and
and
you know
smart.
loads of things.
You do.
You just go like some ignorant paddy potato farmer."
Wow. Fedora time has been redeemed. You want the fedora? I watched it.
I went a bit far.
Oh my god.
I'm
Do you
sorry.
want the fedora?
No, thank you.
Fedora.
No,
This can be your penance.
Me?
Yeah.
You don't get the presents. Next time when I tell you a piece of trivia about Africa, you'll be fucking fascinated.
Okay, I love you.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Am I being mean to you?
No.
Well, he wasn't interested, was he? And you were interested, weren't you, people?
Mm-hmm.
They were interested.
Yeah, that's because they're all nerds.
And you're so cool.
They're all nerds.
I actually don't know what the largest.
They're watching Twitch. Christ.
I actually don't know what the largest country in Africa is. I just found out the smallest. The Democratic Republic of the Congo?
Probably. I can't think of one that's bigger. That is the big boy. Tell him it's not a country and make him act impressed about it. I would like more ammunition, please.
Thank you,
I need ammunition.
Sambles.
We are interested.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, but you're like nerds who wear like cardigans and go to pub quizzes.
It's a lovely name for a country too, the Seychelles. It's a lovely name.
Sounds like somebody with a speech impediment saying seashells.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying it isn't lovely. It's just the first thing that I thought.
Like, it's so much fun learning.
Sounds like Forrest Gump
It's
saying
so
seashells.
much fun learning about the world. Because people in this part of the world are so ignorant about Africa. But if you read even a little bit about Africa, like I've only read a little bit, it is so diverse and so different. Like, you know, it's not like people just have this very one image of it. But it's so huge and fascinating. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. There was a pub quiz in Paris at the one famous bar which spoke English, run by expats. And it was the week the Iceland volcano blew. They asked the name of the volcano, and our friend from Sweden put in an answer for us. It was wrong, but because we were the only team that put an answer and it was a real place, they let us have it.
Bexby does pub quizzes too. I found my tribe. Pub quizzers.
Says the nerd wearing a deformed fedora on Twitch. I hate how shit the fedora has become. And it was already on bad ground because it was a fedora.
It's still like covered in pig fluff.
Yeah, I can't get it out. Like, I've washed it twice now and I can't stop
It's
it
still
being
covered in
pig
guinea
fluff.
pig fur.
What is that down there? Oh, this is our little triangle. Oh, there was loot. Hang on. What was this loot? Loot.
Every Monday night when we get together, we go down. Oh, that sounds lovely.
Ah! I'm getting slurped. Okay, hang on. I should have seen this coming. Ow, you freak. Okay, shoot. Shoot, please. Please shoot. More than this. You need to shoot even more than you're currently shooting. Please shoot him so quickly. There we go. But we'd have to leave right after the quiz ends, or we'd miss the last train home and we'll be trapped in Paris all night.
Is that like-
which happened twice.
Is that like the train that goes to England? Is it?
I assume they were in Paris.
No, the train that goes, you know, because you can get a train that goes from Paris to London.
You can't get a train that goes from Paris to London,
Yeah, you can. The one that goes under the channel.
Yeah, but that goes from Calais to Dover.
No, it goes to Paris.
I don't think Paris
It
is quite
does.
far inland.
No. When I was at Paris.
Yeah, but you have to probably transfer.
No. When I was in Paris,
Okay.
at the train station, there was a train that was going to London.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Seems very far.
It would
It
connect.
goes to Amsterdam as well. It's the Eurostar.
Yeah, look, can says it.
I'm getting the train from London to Paris on Saturday.
Yeah, look, yeah. What you say now, you smug little? What you say?
Sorry.
What's what you fucking say?
Ah!
The repair mission, they said. Not this. Not seeing my dead brother on the fucking camera.
Oh, get over it.
All
Everybody's
this
seeing dead people now.
Imagine what
I went on the
Eurostar
Eurostar to Belgium.
See, smug little. Because
Because
there was everything at the Paris train station. There was one to London, there was one to Berlin, there was one to Amsterdam. I was like, oof, if I can go on one of these trains.
Where's Hammond? What's he doing?
Well, yeah, but I had
Thanks
to
for
go
the new
to
goblins.
the village.
Oh, thank you for the gift of subscriptions. That's incredibly kind, Nuku.
I had to go to my friend's birthday party, so we weren't still at stay in France.
Aw. You hated French people.
Yes, the fucking Parisian trains were shit. The one we were supposed to get on was delayed by like an hour, and all the French people in the party were just like, yeah, that's just how it is in France. The trains are always an hour late. I was like, Jesus, I just left to Ireland. Give me a public transport system that works.
Amsterdam was lovely.
Amsterdam is great public transport. We didn't get a train though. Maybe the trains were bad,
Maybe.
but the buses were good.
Buses and trams were amazing.
Glad to see Emma telling it like it is.
The good people of Nuku have blessed the community. That Paris to Berlin song was written about the Eurostar. I don't know what song this is.
Bexby, you're so fat. You've lived like in America and Versailles? You've lived all over the place.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, you hate the Parisians.
No, I
That was
don't.
it.
No, it's just all the stereotypes are true. I thought they were very unpleasant if you couldn't speak French.
Emma came back and was like, they're also fucking rude.
They were really rude. I have learning difficulties. It's not my fault I can't speak French.
Oh my god.
And
Emma.
I didn't even choose to be there. I was there for my friend for her birthday. I didn't force myself on them. They just acted like I was holding a gun to their head if I asked them to speak in English.
It was very funny.
They were rude. It's not
They're
my
like,
fault.
My god, everyone in Paris is such a prick.
I didn't say that. Lots of people were nice. I tried to learn French in school. I really tried. And I failed every time. The best,
like Bart in The Simpsons.
best I ever got in my French test was 60. I was bad at French.
I'm going to say it again because it seems prudent.
I know obviously there's lots of people who don't bother learning other languages, and I get being pissed off at that. But it's not my fault I can only speak one language. So don't be so mean to me that I can't speak French.
You can probably learn. Sorry, I knew that would make you so mad.
Kane.
Okay, I'm sorry, I love you.
Kane.
I'm sorry, I love you. I'm sorry, I love you.
Kane.
I'm sorry, I love you.
Kane.
I love you. You're my Emma.
Kane.
Yeah.
Real sorry.
I'm sorry.
Kane.
I'm sorry.
Go back to your game.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too. I mean, I am being unfair. It's not like they were really, really rude. It's just, I'm very easily... You might have noticed I'm really, really easily offended. So just a tiny little sort
Who the
of...
fuck is shooting at me? Which little fucking baby trick? There we go.
We learned the trick. They hate having to just do English, but you can angle it when you try French as best you can. But,
Yes.
but intentionally bad, and they'll have an bless them, you tried, and they'll do English for you.
Yes.
They say that about everywhere. The only place I didn't find that was the Netherlands. In Amsterdam. They didn't care whether or not I attempted Dutch at all.
They were just like, we speak better English.
Yeah, they
than you."
do. They spoke better English.
Don't even try.
Visit Wales. If you even attempt a Welsh word with Welsh speakers, then immediately start teaching you more and telling you lower.
Oh, God.
No, I don't want to make it. I don't want, because Kane's making me sound racist towards the French.
I'm not.
He is. It's just that, if they said something in the shop and I said I don't understand you, they sort of went, and that really pissed me off, because it's not my fault I can't speak French. I thought there's no need to be so rude.
Who's shooting me? You fucking column.
I'm a delicate little soul. I'm very easily offended.
You are.
Shut up!
What?
Shut up!
I'm just agreeing with what you said. That's what you want from me.
You did try raising Wales that one time.
Over this way, please.
I did try and speak French in a shop because my friend was with me, and obviously she's fluent in French because she lives there. And I was buying a chocolate cake, a mocha chocolate, and I was asking her how to say it. And it was then my turn to say it, and how terrible at languages. And I really freaked out and just said pure gibberish.
Oh no.
Well, at that stage, they'd actually made me frightened. I was uncomfortable.
No.
I was uncomfortable.
Emma.
Because of how rude they had been, I was uncomfortable to even try. So, no, I'm not being a racist. They were rude.
I didn't say you were being a racist.
He said you hate the Parisians.
I said you hated the Parisians.
I hate a city full of millions and millions of people.
Yeah, you went there all pranked.
Oh, I did not say that. Stop making me sound like a Nazi.
I'm not.
You are.
The Nazis must have loved Paris. They took us.
Oh my God, Kane, would you be quiet? Jesus Christ.
I actually just kicked my legs. I love you.
French Telecom had an English language helpline to call, but they refused to speak anything but French. See, it's not just me saying.
I know.
Though a
I
lot of these
agree.
people are British.
Yeah, hating the French is their national.
I do not
pastime,
hate the
isn't it?
fucking French.
I'm saying they do. The British, they hate the French.
There's a guy in one of their
The Irish stereotypically quite like the French.
There was a guy in one of their showrooms who I managed to admit could speak English fine, and the next few times, I said, "Fuck you, Mark, you speak English fine."
Warning. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning.
I just wasn't expecting the stereotype to be so true, and I'm very sensitive to any sort of meanness or rudeness, so I was quite upset, I'll be honest. I was upset.
I love you.
I was upset. Like, I had not experienced that with anybody else. The Dutch were, like, lovely. The Germans were fine. The English were fine. Well, obviously that I'm speaking the same language. But, like, the Polish were fine. You know, nobody else was as rude as the French when you couldn't speak their language. You know, everyone else was just really nice. Like, the Dutch were actually lovely. The Dutch were nice. The English and Germans, Czechs, Polish, they were all just fine. They weren't, like, nice or mean. They were just fine. There was one, I have a nice story now. I'll tell Kane this nice story. I told Kane this nice story, I'll tell you. We were in Berlin, and my dad and my brother had gone to the zoo, if there's a zoo in Berlin. They'd gone to some sort of thing with animals. And me and my mom had gone on a walking history tour of Berlin. World War II history tour, of course. And we finished the tour, and we were trying to get back to the hotel. Now, I don't know if you know this stereotype, but Irish women are terrible at directions. And that ain't a stereotype, that's the truth. An Irish woman does not know directions, especially a cork one. So my mom was totally lost. She was like, I have no clue where we are. And she always kind of relied on my dad a bit. So yeah, we were totally lost. So, you know, we saw a hairdresser's, and there was a woman outside the hairdresser's smoking. We went up to her and said, sorry, do you speak English? Do you know where this hotel is? And she couldn't speak a word of English, but she knew the name of the hotel. So she like kind of took our hands and brought us into the hairdressers, and we were all like, no, or 9, we're sorry. And she brought us into the hairdressers. I was asking the manager and all the hairdresser and all the women seating, and all, yeah, it was very sweet. All you just heard was like babble of German saying really fast, couldn't understand the word of it. And then, you know, eventually she took her hands back out and pointed that way and was like, yeah, that way. Oh. It was very sweet. It was very nice. See, that's how you be nice to people who can't speak your language.
Frenchies. Fantastic bread, they can do what they want.
Fantastic fucking bread. Best I've ever eaten.
French food is, sorry Italy, French food is the best food.
I like Italian food.
But French cooking and French restaurants are the nicest food I've ever had in my life.
Oh my god, yeah, the French food was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
They win at food.
Oh, I have another rude French story. This will be the last one, I promise. My friend whose birthday party that I was going over to France to see, her mom had like this chateau in the countryside for her birthday party. Her mom's rich. My friend is American. She lived in Ireland, that's how I knew her, and now she lives in France. And her mom and all her friends, and some of them were French and some of them were from abroad like me. We were on the train going from Paris to wherever this village was. I can't even remember the name of the village. And her mom was obviously American, but she could speak French too. But she's speaking English to me. We're speaking English on the train and we're sitting next to each other. And a French lady turned to us and told us to stop talking. She said, stop talking. Your English is really loud, and you know it's really loud.
I think that is fucking hilarious.
And we stared at her in horror. Like, and then
please, it's hurting my ears.
No, she was French.
I know.
And so like my friend's mom, in fairness to her, says in fluent French, she told me afterwards what she says in fluent French, oh, I'm so sorry, madame. Fucking bitch.
That's very funny.
No,
I think that's hilarious.
Look, if you try doing that in Ireland, if someone said to someone on the bus in Ireland, you're talking too loud.
They often are though, aren't they?
But you know what people would say? If you said that to somebody in a bus in Ireland, you're talking too loud, they'd say, fuck off. Like, I couldn't believe it, that she told us to stop talking. How dare she? It was not funny, it was really rude.
It's really funny.
It was really rude.
It's all so
I mean, she had no problem.
What? Did she do a backflip?
She had no problem with the people on the other side who were speaking French. There was people right across from us speaking French. She had no problem with them, but the two of us speaking English, that apparently was too much for her.
It's not as nice a language.
No, she was a total horrible woman. I was very close to telling her to fuck off. I was so mad. I have never been told to be quiet by someone on a train. Never.
I think more people should be told to be quiet on public
No,
transport.
her problem was clearly that we were speaking English. She didn't say it to the people across speaking French. She was a bitch. She was a xenophobe, quite frankly. She was a xenophobic, nasty little bitch. Are you saying she wasn't?
No, I'm agreeing.
Oh, you better agree. Oh.
Oh, good. I'm hearing my old, girlfriend again. Yippee.
There were some girls in a bus when I was last in Liverpool who were so loud that when they finally got off, there was a dad with a son who said, "If you bring anyone home like that, I'll kill you." What?
Yeah, you just hear.
But you know what? Fuck him too. I'm a loud woman.
I know.
Shut up, Ken.
Like I said, Miss Piggy vibes.
Cross. Something's up.
Yeah, I'm hallucinating
You
again.
gave it enough enzyme to dissolve a freighter. Okay, I'm unlocking food storage.
Some people I worked with at a store riding bus home from work, they were talking about a case to investigate where somebody was a paedophile, and people on the bus were uncomfortable. They later realised it was because paedophile is the same in French. So the whole journey, they could just not understand nothing but blah 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 paedophile. Blah, blah, blah.
That's really funny.
I told a nice story about the Berliners, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
They were lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Those people in the hair salon.
So you like Germans, but not the French.
Oh my god.
I'm joking. I love you. I'm sorry. You like everyone.
I had not a clue what those Berliners were saying, but they were lovely.
Mm-hmm. Isn't a Berliner a type of pastry?
Yes.
I
I
believe
think,
there's an Edia's routine about it.
isn't that the old urban legend when
Yes.
Kennedy said, "I'm a Berliner" in German?
Yeah.
The legend was he said it wrong, he said, "I'm a
Yeah.
donut," or whatever. No. Apparently he did say it right. An Irish American.
Ugh, the worst kind. It is very unpleasant whenever you hear, usually, at least in media, when there's an Irish American involved, it is the most brassy, obnoxious fucker you've ever seen in a piece of media. And then when they go, "I'm Irish," in a Boston accent, it does make you want to end your life.
Don't be xenophobic. Like.
Sorry. Just saying the stereotype.
Excuse me.
Stand clear of filtration tubes.
Oh, is this where we were already? Yes, it is. We've been here.
Am I really loud on buses?
No.
I am loud on buses.
Am I meant to turn this turn light off? I'm not really sure. That might work. Gain access to food storage. I think next
Entering
save
zero
spot,
gravity.
I'm going to leave it there for the game.
A couple of friends I grew up with were Palestinian, and I'd often hear them talking in Arabic, and it'd be full flow Arabic with the words "your mom" dropped in there. now and then.
That's fun. Am I meant to land on this squish? I can go on the squish. Okay, I will need the stasis. Hang on. Squish. There we go. Where next? I don't want to stand still too much because something will
Also-
fucking hoot me.
France was the first place that called me ma'am. And I know madame, but it means ma'am. Old woman.
If you say so. There's a fucking polyp. There we go.
And yes, one of my friends, French friends, was like, "Well, apparently mademoiselle is considered patronising, so we don't use it anymore." I'm like, "Call me mademoiselle. Don't
Ma'am.
call me ma'am."
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, it
Ma'am?
was horrible. Being called madame. Oh, it made me feel like 100. Being called that at all was weird. Because again, no one in Ireland would ever call
it's
you
very
ma'am.
formal.
Yeah, I was like, that's way too formal in France. Don't call me ma'am, madame, which means ma'am.
Yeah.
No, that was weird. And this was just in a shop. In a shop in Ireland, they would not say ma'am.
It did freak me out consistently when in America, when they would call me sir and stuff like that, and they'd call my mum ma'am, and it's like,
Well, they did.
hey ma'am, hi sir.
Didn't they do the same when you were in France?
I don't remember it.
Every single time, it was always madame. It was really weird. I'm like, this is McDonald's. Why are you calling me madame? I did not pick McDonald's. Her English friends did.
That seems like a sin.
And if you
Going to McDonald's is already a sin.
and
Going
if
to
you,
McDonald's in
if
Paris.
you think I'm bad, he was like, "Nah, I refuse to learn English, mate. I'm not going to learn a word. I mean French. I refuse to learn a word of French, mate." I'm like, "How long have you lived here?" "A year. I work here, but I'm not learning French."
There's people that
He
live.
was from Manchester.
Yeah, there's people who live again, northern English people who live near my parents in Spain, and my parents, who are actively taking Spanish classes and trying to speak Spanish and make Spanish friends, have been told, "Oh yeah, I don't know a word, mate."
I don't think that's not a very good.
No,
word,
it
man.
isn't. But it's like, They've never bothered. They
No,
keep to within their little compounds.
In
It's really
fairness,
weird.
that English fella was really nice, but he did say he refused to learn French, and he did want to go to McDonald's. So did the Americans. Some of her American friends wanted to go to McDonald's as well, and it was like, I think I nervously said this because I was just meeting these people. I was like, "Oh, aren't we such a stereotype going to McDonald's?" And they all just
Can we please not go to McDonald's?
and then they all just sort of looked at me and was like, they didn't laugh.
Oh no, no! Right, I'm gonna raid somebody. Thank you so much for watching. I will be live again tomorrow.
Aren't we going to a fight?
No, I'm hungers.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave now. I will be live again tomorrow playing. Finishing Phantasmagoria, speaking of 90s games and getting lost. And then the next day I'll be starting KOTOR 2, which I'm excited about because KOTOR 1 was really good and I've heard this one's even better. And then I'm not live on Thursday because we're going out to see a movie together on a date. We're going to see Poor Things. And then Friday I'll be back.
I feel I owe him. Since
what do you mean?
You went to see Zone of Interest. So
I would have seen that anyway. You said this at the time. I think you just want to go to the cinema. I keep saying this. I was going to see all these movies
Well, you want
anyway.
to see Poor Things more than I do.
Yeah, it's meant to be good. Although I've heard mixed things, but we'll see. I'll see either way. Because so far, I think most of the Oscar movies have been really good. Some of them disappointing. So we'll see.
Barbie and Past Lives were not good.
Barbie was the worst by far.
Yes.
Past Lives, second worst.
Yes.
Other than that, I've enjoyed at least parts of all of them quite a bit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye!
Au revoir.
Bye! Bye! Bye!
Jesus. Stop it, stop it, stop it.